Hello, friends. I thought I would make a little video explaining why I'm leaving Facebook because people have asked and they don't really understand the answers, and I'm not being terribly forthcoming. So here it is why I'm leaving Facebook. To go straight to the point, Facebook lessens my life. That's the bottom line for me. It gives the impression that I'm in contact with people when in fact I'm alone with a device, which is a cheat. Frankly, it's like jerking off to porn and thinking you're actually having sex with a person. It's an illusion of human contact, one that I believe cuts us off from the kind of human contact we evolved to need. You know, when you can read body language, feel a friend's hand, give them a hug, or, yes, smell them. But there are three other factors that represent triggering events for me, issues that helped me see that I needed to get out and get out now. First, Meta's update to their terms of service, which they announced for Instagram on November 22nd and for Facebook on November 26th. Both of them go into effect on January 1st, 2025. So you did get an email about those changes, and you probably didn't read it because they're terms of service. How often do you actually read terms of service updates for any of the countless online services that you use? I'm not faulting you for skipping past that email. We all have shit to do, and our inboxes are already overflowing with slop every hour of every day. As much as I despise the phrase, you need to do your own research here. Just do a web search for Meta Terms of Service Update January 1st, 2025. And don't read anything written by Meta themselves, except their actual terms of service, or maybe those emails that I mentioned to you, if you still have them. So a lot of what's wrong here in these terms isn't obvious, but I'll share this one tidbit explicitly. Quote, Meta will have the right to copy, share, sell, distribute, or use users' content, including their voice and language. This includes using content to train AI models. Users can request that their content not be used to train AI, but Meta can deny that request. Close quote. Think about that. Everything you have ever posted is, by default, the property of Meta as of January 1st, as in the intellectual property of Meta. Now, I can think of countless examples of things that I've posted over the years that I think of as mine, but I think of one particular post I made after my mother died. Photos of her, of us, echoes of our lives together, and the real grief that I channeled through creative writing that I posted on Facebook. The very idea that Meta owns that. That's way beyond offensive. That's just fucking evil. As long as I'm on Facebook, that content is literally not mine. It belongs to Meta, along with every life milestone, every greeting, everything I like, everything I complain about, even every picture of lunch, not actually mine. And that is new. Plus, their terms of service can now change anytime without warning. So author E.R. Burgess, in a relevant Medium article I will link to in the description, cites universal term updates. By simply using the platform, you consent to any future changes. In other words, your agreement is automatic. Whether or not you like the changes, if you stay on FB, you don't need to accept terms, you're opting in automatically. The second triggering event was the public announcement of sales figures for the Meta Quest and the Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses, two standalone virtual reality headsets that they've been developing since the acquisition of Oculus. Remember that intellectual property thing from 2 minutes ago? Imagine that these VR headsets have access to all the data Meta owns, which is almost everything about you and me. When, not if, but when their VR headsets have full access to the AI that's trained on all that personal data, including facial recognition, what do you think what happens to your privacy? Literally anyone, anywhere, could know everything that Meta knows about you just by turning their Ray-Bans your way on the subway. Maybe that's a MetaQuest premium feature. Again, your most personal information belongs to Meta, which you agree to by using their platforms. That's it. Finally, the third triggering event happened on November 27, 2024, the day after Facebook's updated terms of service announcement. That was the day that Mark Zuckerberg went to Mar-a-Lago and dined with Donald Trump. And 2 weeks later, Zuckerberg gifted Trump $1 million toward his inauguration fund. So, do I think that every hair on fire, sky is falling fear about what Meta's terms of service will result in and come to pass? Am I just succumbing to the natural negative future bias of all humans, imagining the tiger in the grass and surviving because, regardless of whether there's a tiger there or not, I acted as if there was one? Maybe. So I simply asked myself, what was it that I was so afraid of losing? And the more I thought about it, the more I thought I had a lot more to gain by exercising my own personal nuclear option, using this moment, these triggering events, as a catalyst for doing something I had only not done years ago because of FOMO. I really hope this helps explain even a little why I made the decision to go and why I'm deleting my account right when I wake up on New Year's Eve this Tuesday morning. Immediately after that, I will delete all Meta-owned apps from all devices. No more Messenger, no more WhatsApp, no more Instagram, no more Threads, definitely no Facebook, none. If you care to reach me, you will just have to ask a mutual acquaintance. That said, I hope that the new year brings you human contact, real human community, and a worldwide revival of rediscovering and sharpening our bonds with each other IRL. I wish you humanity. Have a human new year.